Cabrera flies to center for Ichiro. And by the way, as we were all taken by the striking good looks of Jason Patrick as he brought you the lineup, that was brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Go ahead. This is not going to be easy for Weaver.
The scouting report, this might be it. And the Mariners, as we said in the opening, cautious about saying that this will be his last start if he doesn't do well. But what will make this a good start? The downward movement, not like Wong, but like Weaver, and the right arm slot, meaning he's got to stay on top of his pitches and not drop down like that. That was good.
However, a guy who has historically, when he's not going well, struggled against left-handed hitters, they get a good look at that delivery and at the baseball as it leaves his hand. And if his pitches are breaking back over the heart of the plate, he's in big trouble. That's a base hit. Falls in front of Ichiro, who short hops it. Jeter is on with one out in the first.
Jeff Weaver, that arm slot we're talking about, if the arm is up over the head, that's good. If he drops down, then the ball has a tendency to flatten out. Derek Jeter resuming his hit streak. His 20-game streak stopped last night when he went 0 for 6, but a hit in this game.
I think it's fair to say, as Abreu stands in, that Jeff Weaver figured it all out and put it all together for a 2-3 week stretch last October for the Cardinals after pitching pretty well down the stretch of the regular season. Picked up from the Angels and then had a great postseason. Was on the mound when the Cardinals won the World Series in the clincher, Game 5. He was great. 8 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, a walk. But here's a guy who's only 30, has great ability, and is with his 6th different organization. He's just had a tough time putting all those gifts together and really has never become a consistent winner at the big league level.
It's an odd situation in early May to have signed a pitcher for $8.35 million and talk about releasing him in only his 5th start if he doesn't do well.
That's to first. Broussard down to second. Out. Back to first. Well turned in a 3-6-3 double play. Abreu ends the first, and Weaver has a scoreless frame. Didn't make it out of the first his last time against Kansas City. No score in New York. Fox Saturday Baseball. And Sexton takes ball 2, 2-2. Sexton, you can put up with the strikeouts, which will pile up. If he's going to be as productive as he has, try to look at a lot of pitches if you can, and that's not the way Seattle plays. They're a free swinging group. They have some young guys, and the guy we just saw, Sexton, who do a lot of swinging and missing. But try and stretch out the starter and try and get into this Yankee bullpen, which other than Rivera, who's been much better of late, it's a roll of the dice, whoever Joe Torre calls on out of that pen.
Broussard is a patient hitter, but the other guys in the lineup, not so.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In fact, the last 2 years, Seattle has walked the fewest number of times of any team in the big leagues. So they are up there to hack. One of the big reasons, Junieski Betancourt, who's walked only once this year, walked only 17 times last year, and Guillen is not a patient hitter either. So right idea, but wrong team. You're right.
1 ball, 1 strike on Broussard. Playing first base today with Sexton the DH, and that's into left center field. Cabrera to his right, 2 out. Melky Cabrera, he runs. Next year was good with Washington, but last year and the start of this year, a slow beginning. The 1-1. Strike 2. It's Rodriguez, Giambi, and Hideki Matsui against Jeff Weaver. 1-1.
Triple Crown numbers already. Last Triple Crown winner was Carl Yastrzemski back in 1967.
2-1. 1 now on Rodriguez.
I think, Joe, that A-Rod with a chance to do that because of his speed. He could pick up the infield hits where a guy like Vladimir Guerrero, who's had leg problems, equally talented hitter.
Breaking ball bounced on one hop to Bloomquist, 1 out.
But not as fast as Rodriguez. He worked with Kevin Long, the hitting instructor, in putting that foot down quicker this year. On top of this ball, grounding out. But Kevin Long, as you see in your picture, has really helped Alex Rodriguez, his first-year hitting instructor for the New York Yankees.
With 1 out, Giambi, who's swinging the bat very well, takes the ball. Jason hitting .326. 5 homers, 18 RBIs, batting in the number 5 spot. That's as much. There's Jeff Weaver talking about how his season has unfolded and the instruction that he's getting, what he's doing with it.
It's been something that I can't quite put my finger on. I don't know if it's trying to, work to their game plan or to the type of pitcher they want you to be, or working with new catchers, new teams. Sometimes you just kind of forget what type of pitcher you are because you're trying to be something that you think they want you to be instead of yourself.
He just walked Giambi, deals with Matsui, and Weaver gets the borderline call, strike 1. The numbers for Matsui, a .267 average, 11 RBIs, and it got both of our attention looking at the notes prior to the game that he's 1 hit away from 2,000 career professional hits, which puts him in Japan's Golden Players Club.
Golden Players Club in Japan is similar to the Hall of Fame in the United States. So Matsui, the combined
2 out.
A lot of times you can tell if a pitcher's affected by the swing of the hitter. Watch the imbalance in the swing as Matsui pulls out of there on the side of his right foot. A good breaking ball from Weaver gets Matsui.
We've already had 1 shot over in the dugout of Rafael Chavez, the pitching coach, who's kind of nodding over there. I think they have to like the zip on the pitches that we've seen from Weaver. In the tape that we saw before the game, everything was rolling, everything was up, and that's why he was pounded by the Royals his last time out.
Zip and deception. It's a good combination. Good fastball to Posada after the breaking ball to Matt.
Thinking that this would be a big year, as he had with the Dodgers the last time around. Then he turned that into a 1-year deal with the Angels. He was designated for assignment by Mike Scioscia, Bud Black, to make room for his younger brother Jared, and traded to the Cardinals. That was last year. Mankiewicz. Runner goes, and Posada rips it into right. That ball will short hop the wall. Giambi doesn't run well. They'll hold him at third, and it's second and third, 2 out.
Posada gets a hanger. Breaking ball right in his zone. Posada off to the hottest offensive start of his career, but can't enjoy it like he normally advantage of it.
Inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Last night the Yankees had a 5-2-2. Has to keep those left. That is foul. You had a nice visit with Kenji before today's game.
I really did. Kenji and his interpreter, and such an intelligent man. Can you imagine the problems coming to the United States, since communication between a catcher and a pitcher is so vital, and you can't speak the same language? He met with Dan Wilson, the former catcher for the Mariners, and a good one. I'm
Masco, Genie. Then the Giants are doing with the Phillies. The number 9 hitter is Jose Lopez, who is hitting .299. And last last night.
He's what hitters refer to as a palm hitter. He holds the bat back in the crook between the thumb and with that top hand as Minkiewicz slaps one to right. Doug was a hockey player in high school.
And the validity of what Bonds is doing with all the circumstantial evidence that's been piling up over the years, I don't know that anybody has concrete feelings about what we're witnessing with Bonds or anybody else doing anything with a bat in this age right now. And then you could also be accused, I guess if you don't show up, of having sour grapes, but what a diving play by Broussard to the bag, safe by Broussard. He looked up and Betancourt, evidently, according to Broussard, wasn't in position to take a throw.
Yeah, and Ben was on his right knee. I guess Broussard did touch the bag. Got to be a base hit, I would think. And Melky Cabrera never touched the bag. He went over the bag. So all Broussard had to do was to touch Cabrera.
Which he did. And Broussard touched the bag anyway.
Yeah, he did. So that was a bad call. I thought Cabrera, I took it for granted that Cabrera touched the bag, but as you clearly saw.
To his right, then turned around, dived back to the bag, but even though Cabrera didn't touch it, he was ruled safe. It is a base hit, and it's 2 on with nobody out for Derek Jeter. Ball 1 from Jeff Weaver.
Hey, if baseball had instant replay, that would have been overturned immediately.
There's no doubt. Here is our Burger King hot zone for Derek Jeter, who had his 20-game hitting streak snapped last night in an 0 for 6. Likes it middle of the plate and middle away.
Middle of the field, Weaver fields it, and by the time he throws to Bloomquist, Willie is trying to get the bag, get the ball at the same time. A good play by Weaver. But Bloomquist could not, and gets Cabrera when he slides off the bag. If the throw is high, the rule of thumb is if the throw is high, you run. If the throw is down, you stay. Well, the throw is down. Minkiewicz scores easily. And Bloomquist does not win the race to the bag, but Cabrera comes off the bag, and Bloomquist stays with the tag.
It's a sacrifice fly for Abreu, RBI number 14, and then a double play 8-5.
It is a fine night for baseball, as with the skyline behind us, we welcome you all to
It was almost as though Willie Bloomquist pushed the left foot off the bag.
Major League Baseball.
This has been a bizarre
Thursday night baseball will wrap up this 4-game midweek series.
It looked like with as late a slide as Melky Cabrera made, his momentum was going to carry him over the bag no matter what.
Yeah, nobody can stay on the bag in this inning.
That's second. He's the DH tonight. Eduardo Nunez, the shortstop, is in the 3rd spot in the
3-1
lineup.
on Rodriguez. So after all that, bases loaded, nobody out with Abreu up. Weaver has given up 1 run and has a runner at first, 2 out. He will make that trade any day.
Joe England, right fielder, bats 7th.
And it's Rodriguez waiting for a 3-1
hit
pitch.
8th and play 3rd. Gustavo Molina finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. Set to face these guys.
Full count. That means that Jeter will take off at first.
The Atlanta organization, Charlie Morton.
Rodriguez,
Quickly a look now.
31-year-old third baseman, came up as a shortstop for Seattle, has 478 career home runs,
Set for baseball this evening.
189 of which he hit with the Mariners, before spending 3 years in Texas and then coming here in 04.
Crowd on hand as the first pitch
Reaching
tonight
for
is
it,
taken
good pitch
for
by
ball 1.
Weaver, and on the infield, Joe Jamal, Bloomquist, and the inning is over. So the Yankees had the bases loaded, nobody out, get only 1. After 3, the Yankee Stadium leads.
It's the easy ground out to open up the ball game. Always nice not having to deal with that.
Fox Saturday Baseball is sponsored by Burger King, who reminds you to have it your way. By Avodart and by DLP, HDTV powered by DLP. It's amazing. It's the mirrors.
It's Ichiro leading it off, top of the order for Seattle. 4th inning.
And a good idea to hold off on that.
And Seattle still looking for their first base runner. Great play by Rodriguez to end the top of the 3rd on a diving stop.
Swing and a ball hit high, but not
Ball
very
hit by
far.
Lopez, the second baseman, and now it's Ichiro who bounced out to second his first time.
Number 2.
for 1.
Well, batting 2 up, 2 down. He's looking for a 1-2-3 first inning.
Eduardo Nunez will be the batter.
Ichiro, Bloomquist, Ibanez while we play at Yankee Stadium. We will check in with Dwayne Kuiper and Mark Grace. Barry Bonds is coming up.
So not much happening here in the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. As we get to the bottom half, let's get a look at our starting lineup there right on your screen. Kevin Russo leads things off and plays second base. Number 7 bats second in left field. Number 21 will bat third and play center. Andy Marte, the third baseman, is in the cleanup spot. Behind him is Steven Pierce over at first. Dusty Brown will be the DH tonight and bat in the 6th spot. Number 10, the shortstop, batting number 7. Number 20 hits 8th. He'll be in right field. Number 30 finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. Number 16 will be on the mound to face them, and if he's going to be successful against these hitters, he's going to need to keep the ball down in the strike zone without question. Here's a look now at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with.
Well, there is our look in on the intentional walk to Barry Bonds. He's getting that treatment more and more now as he has started this season, Ken Rosenthal. I think a lot better than anybody expected him to. His knees seem to be more healthy, and after a lost year last year, it's only a matter of time now before that record falls.
Absolutely. Obviously, Bonds and the Giants would prefer him to hit number 756 at home.
Wong doesn't know where it is, picks it up, and gets the out at first.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind
first. Somehow got his foot on the bag, and Wong is limping after being hit by that batted ball, and that is the last thing the Yankees need.
Wong led all pitchers in the American League in assists last year because of all the ground balls. It did not appear to get in cleanly. We saw Jeff Karstens break his right leg on a line drive on the first pitch of the game last Saturday. And here Wong gets one on the lower extremity.
It hit off the top of his left shoe and rolled up his shin.
He really got into it high and deep to left center field.
They want to make sure he's okay.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
We were here last week when Jeff Karstens first was a break. Ended up facing another bat. Then it was Kei Higawa coming out of the bullpen and throwing 6 no runs, 2 hits. And now they'll let Chin-Ming Wong loosen up.
Hit hard back up the middle.
We watched that. We were talking with Ken Rosenthal about the all-time home run record and Barry Bonds.
Giants executive Larry Baird tells me that the prolonged rest on the road to ensure that he sets the record in San Francisco. The Giants' priority is to reach the postseason, and to do that, they need Bonds on the field.
Ken, what's your feeling? What's your feeling on Hank Aaron's stance and him saying, I will not be there if and when the record falls?
It's his record, and he'll have to answer all the questions. Do you think Barry cheated? Do you not think that? Where are you on this particular issue? I don't think
one from Chin-Ming Wong. Well, as Wong was just hit by that batted winner, and the ace of their staff, Chris Carpenter, for 3 months, as his elbow has flared up again. So Joe Torre is looking for effective and long work today from Chin-Ming Wong to try and give that worn-out bullpen a break.
Yeah, the force is in effect.
Here's a 2-0
now, so they'll have plenty of options on the ground ball.
2-1.
Dusty Brown is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Yankees have had so many problems with hamstrings in their pitchers that they fired their fitness director. Fitness and strength coach Marty Miller this last week was let go after a month into the season.
Swing and a miss. Boy, that thing's moving pretty good.
In-game box score, all zeros, as Chin-Ming Wong has been.
Stand in with
one hamstring after
open this thing up early on.
Long in spring training with his right hamstring. Mike Messina early in the year with his left hamstring. Hideki Matsui with a hamstring as well.
It's 1-1.
And then Phil Hughes, their 20-year-old young stud who was working on a no-hitter in the 7th inning in Texas. Left when he heard a pop, and he's going to be out at least 4 to 6 weeks.
It was naturally in his left hamstring.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Nobody on, no strikes.
So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases
takes
loaded.
a strike, 1-1.
Number 14 leads things off now in the top half of the second. Now the pitch.
Now the hot zone for Raul Ibanez, who likes it in and down, as a lot of left-handed hitters do.
Through into right for a leadoff single.
Long misses there.
Down around the knees, but this is a good low ball hit.
Chin-Lung Hu will step in now.
Ibanez hit it pretty hard his first time, but fly to center. Jammed here, 92-mile-an-hour pitch, and the count evens 2-2.
On to first to complete the double.
See this combination too often, but it's effective because they get the double play.
And they say when you try to hit his fastball and you make contact, it's like hitting a bowling ball. What a compliment to a sinker ball pitcher.
Full count already, 6 groundouts.
Hit on the ground
3 2/3 innings.
Can't pick it up cleanly.
Pitching of Chin-Ming Wong.
And the recovery is too late as he's able to. So that'll go into the books.
Right-hander from Taiwan brings it home on a 3-2 count and picks up strikeout number 3. He is on today. Chin-Ming Wong leading the Mariners 1-0 into the bottom of the 4th.
This ball. And this will come in far. Ramiro Pena big in now with a possible tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position here. Tried to golf that.
Jeff Weaver has shown the Mariners and their fans watching a glimpse of what Seattle was hoping for a lot of when they signed him to the 1-year deal over the offseason.
Back up the middle. Dive, but it's off his glove.
Yankees and Giambi. So one float up and away. 2-0, and Weaver came off that last pitch.
Problem, something. This Yankee Stadium mound is dangerous in these days. You can see Weaver looked like he.
And this is hit hard on the ground, pulled short. And past the diving infielder. That's a base hit. Throw into third.
In front of the plate. Trying to make sure the Weaver was a 1-hour fastball in there. 2-1.
He's going to hustle all the way to third.
Giambi now, then Matsui, then Posada.
Gardner will stride in. Rounded out his last time through.
2-2.
There's one hit softly down the line in left. And this is going to
Jeff
be a
Weaver.
foul ball.
If you look at Matsui, Weaver won Game 2 of the division series last year over San Diego for St. Louis. Game 5 over the Mets in the NLCS, and then Game 5 of the World Series, the clincher. Is 2-2. Giambi got under it, pops it up, and he one of 10 people to catch that. One out as Betancourt hauls it in, and let's go to the studio for an update.
Swinging a hard ground ball to third. First will get him easily to the side as retirement. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. Scranton leads it 2-1. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Thank you, Jeannie. It brings up the Clemens issue in my mind. As Yankee fans, the Yankees are hoping that Roger Clemens will grace them with his presence at some point and decide that he's going to come back and pitch in a Yankee uniform. Seems to be between the Yankees, the Astros, and maybe even the Red Sox. Strike 1 on Matsui. You look at the numbers in the career for Roger Clemens. To me, what would take Clemens going to the Astros out of the equation is if the Astros are not in contention at the end of the day. Therefore, any Yankee fan, a Red Sox fan, hoping that Clemens will come to their team should say, "Go Brewers." The Milwaukee Brewers have a nice cushion in a bad division, the NL Central. The Astros certainly need all the help they can get, but if they don't pick up their pace, why would Clemens sign on to go to the Houston Astros?
I have been skeptical all along when people say that Roger Clemens wants another World Series ring. It seems to me that if he wanted another World Series ring, he would have chosen the best club before spring training started and been with that club at the beginning of the season so he could do something about it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me that Roger is saying that he just wants another World Series ring. I mean, what a gig to show up in early June. And in Houston's case, over the last 3 years, for the most part, pitching only home games where he could drive to work, not go on the road.
And a check swing. Did he go around?
I mean,
no.
I understand what his agents are saying. They're saying that money is no matter. Well, if that's the case, sign for nothing.
Ground ball by Matsui to the second baseman, and Lopez makes the play. Kenny, what do you think? What do you hear as we talk here on Cinco de Mayo?
Joe, if his priority is indeed to go back to another World Series, then his choice is obvious. It's the Red Sox. Both the Yankees and Astros began the day 6.5 games on 19-9, best record in the majors. They already have a big three of Schilling, Beckett, and Matsuzaka. They've also got Tim Wakefield, second in the league in ERA. Clemens would give them a potentially dominant postseason rotation.
Ken, I think the only way that the Red Sox sign Clemens is to keep him away from it.
He takes a strike with 2 out, nobody on. Well, over the years, Kenny, they've always had that rivalry. This is trying to, whether it's the Yankees trying to keep players away from the Red Sox or vice versa.
Right, and keep in mind also, the Yankees right now are not exactly an appealing team to go to, given where they are in the standings, given where they are with the rotation. Juan, the pitcher we're seeing today, he's their only proven starter in his prime. Everybody else is either old and past their prime or young and not yet ready to make an impact. The one thing the Yankees offer, though, is that great run support. They're on pace right now to score 966 runs this season.
You may want to say that last couple of sentences a little quieter down there by the Yankee fans at the Yankee dugout. Kenny, we want to see you next week. Just, it's good stuff. I'm not saying just, don't shout it to the world down there. We go to the 5th, 1-0. Yankees on top.
Give it the old Olay that time.
Jimmy Wong is not allowed a base runner yet, and he deals with Richie Sexton and Ben Broussard and Jose Guillen in strike 1 from the right-hander Wong. He has struck out 3. He has 6 groundouts and the 12 outs that he's picked up to this point.
Strike 1.
So only 3 through the air as the 0-1 is on the outside corner. 0-2.
0-2 now. 0-2, I'd be surprised to see another fastball in the strike zone here.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive.
Long started the season on the disabled list, hurt his hamstring in spring training, and just trying to feel out of the mound. He's better today as that 94-mile-an-hour fastball misses ball 1.
With it, but he did not make that look easy.
That's 7 in a row he's set down, Matt. It looks like he's starting to settle in.
Andy Marte will dig in. He doubled his last time. Goes the other way with a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line.
Didn't get a rebound, but Brady did. And that's out number 1. We talked to Joe Torre during the break and asked him about what was flashing through his mind when Wong was in position.
I don't know. There's something that's catching on this ball club. It's all about pitching. But yeah, we're pleased. He didn't even want to get a tape between them.
Carl Pavano.
Brian Cashman, our general manager, is waiting to talk to Dr. Andrews. I know he's probably spoken with Carl by now, but he wants to get all the information before he talks to the press.
Last night, you were involved in a 15-11 game. Kei Igawa couldn't hang on to a lead, and we talked before the game. It's got to be such a temptation for bullpen because you're always in any game. Your offense is so capable of erupting. It's got to be hard not to go through that bullpen night after night.
Well, I mean, you're right, Joe. We have a chance. Last night we were 7 games back. I was thinking of taking my catcher out, and then all of a sudden Damon hits a 3-run home run. We're right back in the hunt. So, and in the 9th inning we had both Damon and Jeter hitting with the bases loaded. So, yeah, you're right. We have an explosive type ball club, and the bullpen is very, very important for us, and we just need to get it straightened out.
Thanks for your time again. We'll talk to you later.
All right, guys.
All right.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And a fine play there as he's able to corral this one on the move.
已经卖出8000万的印尼 ，Go Daddy 是全球第1的网域注册商，让您的创意立即线上化。
In the air to left. And this is tracked down on the run, and with that, the side is retired.
Thanks to Joe Torre. We will talk to Mike Hargrove as we go along here today. Fastball from Wong blazes in there for a strike to Jose Guillen. Boy, the Yankees been waiting around for one of their starters to turn in one of these here at Yankee Stadium.
And he can't get out of the way there.
Struggled in their rotation overall, and in particular here
up the inning.
As the fastball's in for strike two.
The last time one of these has been pitched in this stadium, a perfect game that is, July 18th, 1999 by David Cohn. There have been 3 perfect games pitched at Yankee Stadium. And Wong has been perfect through 4 2/3.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Guillen, who struck out his first time.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
David Cohn and David Webb.
Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he starts it out with, well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Hits are even right now, 5 aside. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Low, 1-0.
And the infield's into double play depth here as a ground ball could get him out of the inning.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Gotta bend the knees and go down and get that one.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. As a look, now to pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it.
He's going to be close to the bag, so he's busting it down the line and beats it out.
Kevin Russo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Mound. Here's the first offering. Swings and playable in foul ground. Number 14 camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. Number 7 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. And this is outside a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
And when guys start getting tired, they don't arch their backs enough and start leaving pitches up. Be careful.
And that misses 2-0.
And now we'll see if they go ahead and give him the green light here with the bases loaded.
And boy, really getting pinched here as this is ruled low, 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that was an easy one to lay off there. That was a good job.
Number 21 will dig in. 1 for 2 thus far. Too high, 1-0.
But he's going to need to rein that one in a bit because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but foul. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hit on the ground towards first. And a step on first for the out. The side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. Ramiro Pena will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And he's going to get there to make a fine running catch, and there's your first out of the inning. Gustavo Molina will dig in. He singled his last time around. In the air to center. And this is pulled in on the run. Good concentration, and there are 2 gone.
That's 7 in a row he's set down, Matt. It looks like he's starting to settle in.
Gardner will step in. A ground out victim his last time. And a ground ball to first. Flip to the pitcher's covering, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Andy Marte will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, a triple is one of the most exciting plays in baseball. You're holding your breath the whole way around the bases. Good decision to turn for third there, and he's in with the leadoff triple.
Will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an
opportunity. He needs to hit that ball a little deeper to at least get the run in from third.
Number 14 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. From the belt to the hit. Now a ball rolls slowly down the third baseline. Foul.
上来打击，全场观众报以热烈掌声了。他今天2次上来打击，2次都上。
Swing and he takes this the other way to right. And a nice play as he reaches up to grab it on the run for the second out.
以 Cochran 这样的一个投球方式，想要撑完这场比赛，
That's a missed opportunity. He needs to hit that ball a little deeper to at least get the run in from third.
又出现危机。
Who will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Down the line, but this will kick foul.
坏球没有好球，现在主审又叫暂停了。内巴尔眼看着他的大
Here's a ball out towards straightaway center field.
Cochran 现在控球非常
Number 21 is there and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Number 10 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. In there to strike 1.
Ran that curve.
Joe Correa 在今年球季一开始所设定的第一目标，他说要想拿到这个美联东区的冠军的话，比败场多2场的话，那就是91胜，这个71败，一共打162场比赛，这是基本的要件。结果连4坏又保送，现在 Cochran 已经好像完全没办法把球投进好口袋。总教练又指示了投手教练不准要上场。Cochran 这场比赛4局没有投篮，20出局之后被打1个安打，连投2个4号就保送，现在形成了满垒。将来面对第5棒，后被普萨达进行投杀打，这场比赛第2度在满垒状况下要上来打击。
Swing and this is a ball to top end over. It's 0-2.
再给他机会，结果
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time.
And that's a sequence that would make any pitching coach proud. He kept it low on all 3 pitches in the at-bat.
30 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus
不但是
far.
满垒，而且只有1出局，前一次是2出局。
Line down the left field line. And this is going to be a foul ball.
球走外侧进垒，这是个好球，这球投得非常漂亮。投给普萨达，当然在准备投速球，
down the line to third. Base hit.
他并没有出棒。1号的球没有坏球。
Let's take a look where this pitch is. This rhythm does it again here.
Kevin Russo will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And that misses for ball 1. 1-0 on the way.
现在在场边呢，练球。
And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2.
They'll look for something a little higher.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. The 2-1 offering. Swing and he popped him up. Over in foul territory back behind third.
外侧1个好球2个坏球，下一球就非常关键。我投成1好3坏，在满垒状况下，尤其现在控球非常不稳定，那压力就非常非常大。
Josh Reddick will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
得注意啊，投回普萨达
reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short.
会
will not be in time, so good hustle there is now the possible tie.
Well, this is a position he should be somewhat familiar with, but still, when you're not playing there every day, mistakes like this are going to happen from time to time.
Joe England will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And he makes the catch on the move as he's able to hang with this one for the first out.
Got away with a hanger that time to get the fly ball out, but next time he's going to have to keep that curveball down.
Ramiro Pena will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
刚刚一系列的投球，除了第一球这个漂亮变化球进垒之外，接连后面的4个球虽然都在好球带边缘，一个偏低，一个偏外侧，这个球是偏外侧，而且偏高。最后2个球都是偏外侧的坏球，形成保送。那现在 Joe Madden 已经忍不住了。三分之一就 Cochran 又快下场，他比前一次他的先发3局的投球只多了1/3局而已，投的并不理想，掉4分，而且还是满垒状况下打退场。洋基队4个人领先，而且还有机会得分的可能性。那么换上救援投手，刚刚看到在场边的右投手
as the error turns out to be
在
unimportant.
救援投手群上面缺手
7 will dig in, 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
7个救援投手都是右
Here's
手
a
手。
cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
那下一棒要接着上来打，
Fastball
是
that
左
time
右
is
开路
nowhere
打者
close, and
Bernie
it's even
Williams
at 1-1.
坐在休息区还没有办法进到休息室里面
Here's
的
one hit
先发
towards the hole.
Cochran 这不成文的规定，
gets
如果在那个
through
半
to
局
right
中
as he
间还没有
starts
结束之
getting
前
out there with
就
a
被
leadoff
犯下
single.
的话，你先要在场边坐着，看这一局结束以后，才能够回到休息
Number
室。
21 will get
基本
another
上
crack.
已经成为
1
一个
for 3 thus
大
far.
联盟不成文的一个规定。
Ball 1-0.
Yeah, and he'll look for
现
something
在
a
在
little
场
higher
边
here.
做一阵子啦啦队，
Grounded foul
即
off
使
to the
是
right
非常不
side.
情愿。
Now the 1-1
给
pitch.
大家预告一下，下一场
Spins
王建
and
民
pulls this one
的
down
先
the
发
line
时
at
间是
first.
在下周的
The second for
8 月
one.
3号礼拜
Throw
4
on to
早上
first
7
won't
点
be in time, so
担
the
任
先
Taylor
发
made double，
也
play.
是
Thought they might
今
have
年
a
球季
shot,
王
but
建
the
民第
return
2次
throw is
遭
too
遇到
late.
蓝鸟队。前一场对了，
We'll
当时
dig
王
in.
建民投6
2 for 3 with a
被打
home
10
run
支
and
安
a
打
double.
掉4分，但还是拿下了胜场。打击能力最强，长打能力也是
And a
最强的
rather
球队。
interesting
另外
decision
大联
here
盟
is
周
they'll
报
put him
在
on
8 月
and
5
move
号
the
中午
runner
12 点
into
以及电视
scoring
台的
position
8 月
now.
5号跟8
Yeah,
月6
easy
号
to
晚上
second
8点
guess
都
from
会
up
为大
here.
家
I
播
don't
出
know。quite why you'd want to do that in this spot.
Stephen Pierce will stand in. 0 for 2 thus
先
far.
天都超过了6，
Number
而且
18
最主
will
要
come
就是
in and
控
pitch
球
now.
也是不太稳定，我的四外球保送过多。那现在一上来就要考验他的控球了，是满垒的状况一出局
And
来
this
面对
one's in the
威廉
dirt.
斯。威廉斯一生在
And
满
I'm
垒状况
very
下也有
surprised,
10 发
Matt, that they
满
decided
贯
to
成
stay
功。
where they were. You've got to be
这
bouncing
一次
out
上来
there.
打击，
And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1.
回来的 long single 被打得开场力速度开高，
Ready with the 2-1.
上夜。
It looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. A fine play there as he's able to corral this one on the move for the second
另外
out.
4个坏球。
Dusty Brown will step in. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in this one. On the ground is
在
short.
3垒。
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 8th inning coming up. Indianapolis is out in front, 3-2. Number 15 will be the new pitcher.
有这球打成一个左边方向的飞球，看够不够深远。
Grounded foul.
Crawford 接到这个球，在3垒上是脚程并不快的杰森吉昂比，所以没有办法帮助他回来得分。Bernie Williams 这次的打击当然是不理想，现在形成了2出局。
Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left
面
center.
对第1名打者，
And he will get there as he puts this one away on the run for the first out of the inning.
Andy Pettitte 上场打
Brett
击，
Gardner
他
will
在
try
满垒状
again.
况下
0 for 3 thus far.
过去生涯的打击率是3成33，今天他前2个打数只出现了1支安打。
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
He looked like he was playing cricket on that one.
王建民在休息区里面也做了蛮久的时间了，因为这个半局洋基队的进攻时间是蛮长的。
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Andy Pettitte 也是这一局
Get
洋基
another
队上
shot
来打
now,
击的
2
第
for
7
3 in
名
the
打者。
game. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
We know they'd love to get him something he could hit on the ground here. Maybe get him out of the inning.
Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 7 will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Andy Pettitte 在经过了连续18
Eduardo
打出内
Nunez
安打之后
will，try again.
最
0 for
近的
3
7打
thus
数中
far.
间是出现了4支安打。
routine fly ball out towards center. Number 21 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Number 10 will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Number 20 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
All he could have done with that is yank it into the dugout.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
这一局已经出现了3次涉外界保送，而且在满垒的情况下已经只会得到1分。
And the catcher will just let that one go by. That's through to the backstop for ball 2. Inside for a ball as he falls behind for 3-1.
And no reason really to nibble here. This is a guy who should be going right at.
现在又要接受
swinging a soft liner down the line and right. Foul.
偏低，又是涉外界保送。这一局里面出现了第4次涉外界保送。
Struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down.
His perspective. This thing rides up and in on him, but at
30 to dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame.
今年球季的第27分
First
打
pitch
点。
on the way. Fastball, and this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
Not much you can do with a fastball there. Good eye.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. And this one's not even close to the strike zone. That's the catcher for ball 2. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself. That'll do it for this half of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 9th inning coming up. Indianapolis leads it 3-2. Number 19 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
又是坏球，两个坏球没好球，所以换上来的救援投手哈维
Hard hit to third. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Like this, going up there being aggressive against the closer. First pitch hacking before he went into it.
偏低角度
will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
现在2垒，一垒首先一垒手接到以后踩一垒垒包，完成了4杀，也结束了4局下半洋基队的进攻，留下再度满垒的残垒。我这个半局再添2分的是洋基队，也使得洋基队现在形成了5-0领先来访的。前4局的用球数总共才不过是41球，28考就只有13个球是坏球。
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
这个魔鬼鱼队在自己的
Both
主场
teams with 8 hits in this one.
经过这3天比赛之后，下一周洋基队还是在自己主场先要3场比赛面对白鸟队，然后才要继续的出征。换句话说，今天这场比赛是洋基队最近6场比赛主场作战第1战。这个半局首先上场打的是第4棒的威克特。 前4杀来打，今天也稳定，也遭到4杀。
Ball hit high in the air out to center field, and he reaches up to haul this one in on the run. Josh Reddick will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. Oh, in time. Ball game is over. Fellas, as always, if you guys were just chosen from, but out of everybody there, I think the guy you see here is most deserving of being our top player of the game.
Yeah, man, you can see a couple of hits, including an important home run. He's really supplied the difference in this game as far as I'm concerned.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For joining us here this evening, once again, our final score: Indianapolis comes out on top, 3-2. This has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. So long, everybody.
在温林帅前面接杀，一垒上的威克特还做了一个泰准备假跑了几步，但还是退回了一垒，因为现在是5分的落后。到现在为止，他的用球数看得出来是非常非常的精简，就是在第3局用14个球。 但也不算多，一局用球数在15球以内，事实上都不算多。查尔斯利连续2次上来打击都是外野的飞球被接杀。后黑 Cantu 现在上场打击，刚刚看到